Hello, students. It's Mrs. KB, and it's time for reading. Yes, reading like a scientist. Yesterday, we read just like a scientist, and we read about rocks in nonfiction books. We made so many exciting discoveries and learned interesting facts about rocks. We learned so much that I began to think about what I learned. And then all of a sudden, the questions started to come. One question after another, after another. I couldn't stop thinking about what we read. So much so that I went out into my backyard and found this rock. Isn't this terrific? And this rock reminds me a lot of what we studied in science as well, where we talked about the color of the rock and it having a smooth part and some rough edges. And I just thought I really want to learn more about rocks. So, with my questions and thinking about rocks, I wanted to know, is this how scientists feel when they are learning something new? It's true. They ask a question, they read some information to find out more, and then they end up asking more questions. So, today, I'm going to read more of our nonfiction book with a question in mind. I want to know, how can I sort rocks? So, I decided I'm going to take some notes on this, and I found a great graphic organizer, and that's what this is. This is what is your question. And I'm going to write, how can I sort rocks? So now I have a focus when I go in to read. Now, yesterday, we were reading a nonfiction book. And the nonfiction book, there's a way that I can sort through this book to find exactly what I would like to find. So, here is, the table of contents. So I'm looking carefully at this table of contents, and it starts off with exploring rocks, colorful rocks, the story of sand, moving rocks, landforms, and it goes on and on. And remember, on the side, it tells you what page you can find the information. Whoa, 92 pages. I don't want to have to read 92 pages just to answer my question of how can I sort rocks. I'm looking at these titles, and you know what? I think the very beginning, exploring rocks, is what's going to help me. So I'm going to go over to the side and find, there it is, page number 3. Right now, I'm at page 1, and here we go. Oh, exploring rocks. Now, anytime I find something interesting that's going to help me answer my question, how to sort them, I'm going to highlight on the screen. Here we go. Think about rocks. A rock has many properties. What does a rock look like? Wait a minute. This word properties, I remember it from science yesterday. So you know what I'm going to do? That word, I'm going to take it and I'm going to move right here to my clipboard, and I'm going to put down sort rocks properties. Oops. I'm a little shaky on what properties mean, so I'm going to keep reading. So I'm going back to my page, and I'm going to move on. The next one says, rocks can be small or large. They can be heavy or light. They can be smooth or round. They can be round or flat, shiny or dull. Rocks can be different in many ways. Wow. So those seem like ways that I can sort the rocks. So as I'm reading, I'm finding words that I think are going to help me sort my rock. Small and large. They can be heavy or light. They can be smooth or rough. They can be round or flat, shiny or dull. So you know what? Those words I think are going to be very helpful to me in knowing my properties. I'm going to write them down. So what I'd like to show you is I took these words that I thought were really important. When I was reading, I took them and I actually recorded them on my page. Here they are. I have fact 1, large, small. Another fact is heavy and light. Another fact that rocks can be round or flat. And then if you notice down at the bottom, I put shiny and dull because I didn't think that they really fit with the other descriptions of a rock or ways to sort them. So I put that on my own. And you know what? I can change my graphic organizer any way I want. So I'm going to keep that shiny and dull down there at the bottom. But you know what I'm going to do now? Go back to my question, how can I sort rocks? And I'm now going to read on. Hi, I'm going to read on to the next page now. Rocks of all sizes can be found in rivers. Over time, rocks in a river become smooth. Ooh, that's another way to describe a rock. It can be smooth. Rocks become smooth from rubbing against one another. That word smooth seems to be important to me, so I am going to highlight that one. Maybe 2 times. There we go. And now I'm going to take that word, smooth, and I'm going to add it to my facts because I'm looking to answer that question. And I'm going to place it not with heavy or light, large or small, but I'm going to put it round, flat, smooth. Now I'm going to go on and keep reading. Rocks of all sizes can be found in the desert too. This is an interesting page and it has some information, but I don't think that it really helps me sort my rocks. So I'm going to keep reading. Let's see, this page reads, rocks can be many different colors. Ooh, now this is making me think about sorting. They can be black, brown, red, or white. They might even be pink or green. Some rocks have speckles or stripes. Whoa, that's a lot of information. I'm going to go in, and these words are really very important to me. So I'm circling black, brown, red, white, pink, green, and I like this. Speckled and stripe is not exactly colors, but that's okay. It's another way for me to sort my rocks. I'm going to write it down all in my graphic organizer. There are my notes. And where did I get them? Right here in our story. I took some of the words that the author put in that we were reading, that I learned about, and I put them down into my graphic organizer. This is really terrific. I started off reading a nonfiction book, which made me learn a lot and made me think, and then I started asking questions. And from the questions, I decided I wanted to go back and reread what I read and pull out some good information. And here it is, all organized. There's my question at the top, and I have large and small, heavy and light, round, flat, and smooth. Wow, look at all that I just got off that page. Speckles, shiny, stripes, dull, black, brown, red, white, pink, and green. Boy, do I like reading like a scientist and finding out all these interesting facts and doing something with the facts. I'm hoping that you will do that with your book as well. Maybe you have some questions about the story on rocks and that you would like to research more information. So I'm going to post the book there, and you can reread the story and see if you can have some of your questions answered as well. Think like a scientist. Ask your questions and then read like a scientist. Till tomorrow.